Hey everybody, welcome back to Spin Rack. This is Mars here, and today we're doing a review of Thor number 23. This is the conclusion of the God of Hammers five-part series. This is being written by, of course, Donny Cates, and the artist is Nick Klein. So let's get straight into it. Of course, we left off where Odin sacrificed himself in issue 22 in order for Thor to get the Odin Force, or I guess now it's called the Thor Force, and thereby, Thor is the king of Asgard, and so now he's been totally empowered. But this story starts off a different place. It goes back to, I guess, Thor remembering, first receiving his hammer, and he is, practicing with it. He's having a difficult time controlling it. But of course, his father Odin says, bro, it's gonna come to you. Don't worry about it. And he kind of says, the thing will be the death of me, which is funny. He does pass away because of the doggone hammer. So, Odin's wielding it, but it's extremely heavy for him compared to Thor. And Thor starts to work out with it. But it's a good father-son, the beginning, showing their relationship, how much, he's guiding Thor and what to do and how to do things. So, hey, pretty cool. It was a bad side. But boom, after that, it jumps into a gigantic splash page between Thor and the God of Hammers. And Thor is in this full regal state with the Thor Force, or the Odin Force. Let's just call it the Thor Force, in gold and red, and he's just fighting back. And, the God of Hammers is just, or should it really be more the Goddess of Hammers? Because she's like falling back and stuff. And Thor is just pounding and pounding it. He calls for Sith and says, Sith, give me, go to the armory and get me some weapons. And Sith is like, you're expending too much power. If you do so, you're going to go into the Odin sleep, or the all sleep. He's like, yo, you know what, Sith? Just send me your sword. And she does. And now he not only does he control her sword, but since Sith is the person who controls the Bifrost, he now controls it now with the sword. So Lady Sith, man, she does her job. She sends it to him, and now he's taking it. He's capturing. He's like just using it, the sword and the Bifrost, to just totally wrap the God of Hammers in encapsulate it basically, so that he can show how powerful he truly is, And then he does the ultimate thing, something we would not have thought of. Thor then starts pounding away. He takes the God of Hammers, takes him back to where the hammer was first forged. I cannot pronounce the name in the proper way, so I'm not even going to try. So he takes it back to the forge where the dwarves built or created the hammer. If I say the hammer's name, I'm going to butcher that too, so I'm going to hold off on that too. So he goes there, he just starts just crashing it, just slamming it and slamming it and slamming it and breaking it apart and destroying it. Of course, that is what does the trick. The power of the hammer is destroyed because, of course, remember, it's a personification of it. I think it was corrupted by, Mangog, and because of it. But Thor is crying. He lost his father. He lost his hammer. It is something that's been with him forever. And of course, he falls into the all sleep. He's out for 4 months. 4 months. The good thing is that the demon is gone. It's no longer to be found. 4 months later, he awakes. Of course, Loki is there. Always, it's kind of weird. Always backing up his broham, and the rest of the family is there. And they're like, yo, you got to get some rest. But he's like, no, man, I got to go do my thing. But lucky for him, his sister Angela has helped to reforge the hammer. While it's no longer magical, at least that's what they're saying now, I think it's probably going to be in the future. And so he's happy as hell to have it back. But who knows? And then he hears, in the background, Odin's voice. And what does that presage? What does that mean? So it's pretty interesting. I gotta say, I like Thor. I haven't been reading much Thor lately. I've had some issues with some of the ways they've gone, with some of the things they've done, but this wasn't too bad. I think they need to definitely clarify the hammer is not exactly evil or whatever, but that it's a demon that did it. So hey, again, this is a love it or skip it review. I definitely liked it. I think that we should, if you can, read it. You'll be surprised. and I like to see where they're going with it from now. So I may dip into Thor a little bit more going forward. If you like what you hear, give me comments, thumbs up, subscribe. Spinnerack out.